Send you a letter to tell you you're in my thoughts. The other day I happened to see a bit of one of those made-for-TV movies. You know the type. Full of actors you've never heard of, possibly for good reason. Anyway, it was a Christmas movie, and I was reminded of the parcels he used to send me when I was young. I remember that when the post office bus, a single-decker as I recall, arrived in Maitland Street, my breath would mist up the window as I watched from the downstairs front room. The bus always seemed to be piled high with big parcels wrapped in brown paper, and it always took ages for the postman to find yours and bring it to the door. What excitement. I remember one year you sent me a baseball bat, ball, and a real leather catcher's mitt. I was the envy of all my friends. It also got me thinking about the times that you've been back to the old homeland recently, how great it was to see you lifting you off the ground when we met and the fun we had at Jennifer's wedding. I still giggle when I think back to dropping you off at your hotel for the return flight. I looked up to your hotel room and was only able to see the top 2/3 of your head peering over the windowsill. Hotel windowsills are far too bloomin' high if you ask me. I love the photo Heather posted on Facebook of you, Colin, her brother, and Ian, her nephew. What a laugh we had that day. Good food and great company. I'm so glad we managed to get Colin to come along too, and I know that he really enjoyed himself, as he told me how glad he was that he had come. I wish I had managed to get over to Canada to see the place that you call home. I would have loved for you to show me around. Although you live so very far away, I often think of you. I'm so proud to call you Auntie. Always in my heart and thoughts, with lots and lots of love. Ross. Dear Heather, it's funny you say that the earthquake is the sort of thing your mom would do. When my mom died, there were a few incidents that we put down to her. Ian and I were at Mom's house one day. I cleared the kitchen, but the next day when I arrived in the kitchen, there was a paper cutting on the worktop. It was spooky, but when I read it, comforting at the same time. Mom liked poetry and often cut verses out of magazines, something that Greta also did. I thought you might like to read it. Here is the poem, the same poem that Heather had seen posted online and that Greta had mentioned. Death is nothing at all, by Henry Scott Holden. Death is nothing at all. I have only slipped away into the next room. I am I and you are you. Whatever we were to each other, that we still are. Call me by my old familiar name. Speak to me in the easy way which you always use. Put no difference in your tone. Wear no forced air of solemnity or sorrow. Laugh as we always laughed, at the little jokes we enjoyed together. Play, smile, think of me, pray. Let my name be ever the household word that it always was. Let it be spoken without effect, without the trace of a shadow in it. Life means all that it ever meant. It is the same that it ever was. There is absolute unbroken continuity. Why should I be out of mind because I am out of sight? I am but waiting for you, for an interval, somewhere very near, just around the corner. All is well. Laugh.